There's something magical about stepping onto your balcony, patio, or backyard and picking fresh, vibrant peppers straight from pots you nurtured yourself. Whether you love the fiery bite of hot varieties or the sweet crunch of bell peppers, container gardening makes it possible to grow them almost anywhere, even in tight spaces where traditional gardens won't fit. With the right setup, peppers not only thrive in pots, but often outshine those grown directly in the ground, producing healthier plants and more reliable harvests. Growing peppers in containers is not guesswork. It's a science mixed with a touch of patience and care. From choosing the right pot size and soil blend to feeding schedules and watering techniques, each step builds towards strong plants that reward you with consistent harvests. Let's dive into the essentials you need to know to make your container-grown peppers flourish. The container you select will determine how well your pepper plants establish their roots and handle growth throughout the season. Small pots limit root development, which directly reduces yields. The sweet spot is a container that holds at least 5 gallons of soil for each plant. For larger varieties like bell peppers, 7 to 10 gallons is ideal. Depth is just as important as width, so aim for a pot that is at least 12 to 14 inches deep. Drainage is non-negotiable. Peppers hate soggy roots, and waterlogged soil quickly leads to rot. Always make sure your container has enough drainage holes at the bottom. If you're using decorative pots without holes, place the plant in a grow bag or plastic pot first, and then slide it inside the decorative container for looks without sacrificing plant health. Healthy peppers start with the right soil foundation. Regular garden soil is too heavy for containers because it compacts easily and suffocates roots. Instead, go for a well-draining, nutrient-rich potting mix designed for vegetables. The ideal blend contains equal parts high-quality compost, cocoa coir or peat moss for moisture retention, and perlite or coarse sand for aeration. This balance allows the soil to hold enough water without becoming waterlogged. Adding organic matter gives your peppers a steady nutrient supply. Before planting, mix in about 1 cup of well-aged compost or worm castings per gallon of soil. This will provide slow-release nutrition while also improving soil structure. A soil pH between 6.0 and 6.8 works best, so test your mix if possible. You can grow peppers from seed or buy young seedlings. If starting from seed, begin 8 to 10 weeks before your last expected frost. Use seed trays or small pots filled with seed starting mix, and plant seeds about 1/4 inch deep. Keep them in a warm environment, ideally around 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, because pepper seeds need consistent warmth to germinate. Once seedlings have 2 to 3 sets of true leaves, harden them off by gradually exposing them to outdoor conditions before transplanting them into your larger containers. If you're buying seedlings, choose short, sturdy plants with deep green leaves rather than tall, leggy ones. Avoid plants that already have flowers or fruit, since they may struggle to adjust after transplanting. When your pepper seedlings are ready for their permanent container, handle them with care. Fill your pot with the prepared soil mix, leaving 2 to 3 inches of space from the rim to make watering easier. Create a hole deep enough to cover the seedling up to its first set of leaves. This encourages strong root growth. Firm the soil gently around the stem and water thoroughly to help settle the roots. Adding a light mulch on top of the soil, such as shredded straw or dried leaves, helps maintain consistent moisture and keeps soil temperatures stable. Watering is where many gardeners struggle. Too much water suffocates roots, while too little stresses the plant and reduces fruiting. The goal is consistent moisture without sogginess. In most climates, watering once every 2 to 3 days is enough, but this changes with heat, wind, and the size of your container. The rule of thumb is to water when the top inch of soil feels dry to the touch. When watering, do so slowly until water drains from the bottom holes. This ensures the entire root zone gets moisture. Avoid light sprinkling, which only wets the surface and encourages shallow root growth. In very hot weather, daily watering may be necessary, but always check the soil first. Container-grown peppers rely on you for nutrition because water washes nutrients out of the soil faster in pots. A feeding schedule makes all the difference. Start with a balanced fertilizer when transplanting, such as one with equal parts nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. 10, 10, 10. Mix 1 tablespoon of fertilizer into 1 gallon of water and apply directly to the soil once every 2 weeks. As plants begin to flower, switch to a fertilizer with higher phosphorus and potassium to encourage fruiting. A 5-10-10 formula works perfectly. Dilute 2 tablespoons into 1 gallon of water and feed every 2 weeks. This balance reduces excess leaf growth and directs energy toward pepper production. If you prefer organic methods, liquid seaweed or fish emulsion diluted at 1 tablespoon per gallon of water works well, but keep feeding consistently. Many pepper plants, especially larger varieties, grow heavy with fruit and benefit from support. Without it, stems can bend or snap under the weight. Use bamboo stakes, tomato cages, or small trellises to keep plants upright. Secure stems gently with soft ties or strips of cloth. Early support prevents damage later when fruits begin to develop. Container gardening reduces the risk of soil-borne pests, but you still need to stay alert. Common pests include aphids, spider mites, and whiteflies. If you notice curled leaves, sticky residue, or tiny moving dots, it's time to act. A simple and effective solution is neem oil spray. Mix 2 teaspoons of neem oil with 1 teaspoon of mild liquid soap in 1 quart of water and spray the leaves thoroughly once a week until pests disappear. Fungal issues such as powdery mildew or leaf spot may show up in humid conditions. Good airflow around your plants and avoiding overhead watering reduce these risks. If you spot signs of fungal infection, remove affected leaves and apply an organic fungicide like copper-based spray. The beauty of growing peppers is that you can harvest them at different stages depending on your taste. Green peppers are crisp and slightly bitter, while mature red, yellow, or orange peppers are sweeter. Gently cut the fruit from the stem with scissors or pruning shears rather than pulling, which can damage the plant. Regular harvesting encourages the plant to keep producing, so don't let peppers sit too long after ripening. One advantage of container gardening is mobility. As temperatures drop, you can move pots to a warmer, sheltered location like a greenhouse, sunroom, or even indoors near a sunny window. With proper care, peppers can continue producing well beyond the traditional outdoor growing season. Growing peppers in containers is more than just a space-saving trick. It's a proven way to produce healthy plants with abundant harvests. With the right container, soil mix, watering routine, and feeding schedule, you can transform a small balcony or patio into a productive pepper patch that delivers fresh, flavorful harvests all season long. At Growth Hub Central Crops, we believe gardening is most rewarding when it's shared. If this guide has inspired you to try growing peppers in containers, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with fellow gardeners. Leave a comment about your experience, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button so you never miss another gardening secret. Your best pepper harvest is just a pot away.